Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chrisley has strong message for Savannah's haters. Chrisley has a strong message for her sister-turned-guardian, Savannah Chrisley's haters, and she is not holding back. The 11-year-old appeared on the Tuesday, July 23rd episode of Savannah's Unlocked podcast. So what did Chloe say to those who do not care for her sister? Keep reading for more details. Chrisley has strong message for Savannah's haters. When Todd and Julie Chrisley were sentenced to a collective 19 years behind bars, they were leaving behind two minor children. Grayson and Chloe Chrisley still needed a guardian, therefore they went to live with Savannah Chrisley. She was working in real estate and had her podcast, plus the whole family was on reality television. Yet she welcomed her siblings in with open arms, and Chloe has praised her parenting. Chloe acknowledged that she and Grayson were unexpected to Savannah. However, she has done a great job nonetheless. Now, a year and a half has gone by and a lot has changed. They are still fighting for their parents' early release, while Grayson has turned 18. Older brother, Chase Chrisley, has called off his engagement to Emmy Metters and started a new romance. Finally, the drama continues with Todd's eldest children, Kyle Chrisley and Lindsay Chrisley. In the end, Savannah has kept her unit tight, and it showed in the way Chloe fiercely defended her. They did speak about how Savannah's brother, Kyle, is Chloe's biological father, as Todd and Julie adopted her in 2016. Yet they solely look at each other as sisters, and according to People, Savannah acknowledged their dynamic. That was when Chloe Chrisley sent a message to the haters, and she wanted it to be known that they have a choice with what they choose to do and say. Immediately, Savannah Chrisley praised Chloe for sticking up for her in the way that she did. There was also more that Chloe was very open about. Best day ever. Chloe Chrisley has had to adjust a lot over the last year and a half to living with Savannah Chrisley. However, she did not hold back when talking about her best day ever, and that was the day she was adopted by Todd and Julie Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley asked about her choice to be adopted by her grandparents. The answer was easy. They are her parents, and she also saw them as that even before the adoption. As for the big adoption day, Chloe noted that Todd was crying a lot. In the end, it was Chloe's best day ever, as well as her favorite memory. It seems like everything has fallen into place with Savannah and Chloe. Though it is not ideal, they have each other's backs, and that is all that matters. 9-year-old Chloe Chrisley may be small in stature, but on this particular day, her voice was bigger than ever. In a surprise and heartfelt moment that's now going viral, Chloe took to her mini microphone on her recent family podcast taping and delivered a message that has the internet buzzing. Leave my Sizzy alone. Yes, that Chloe. The spunky, sparkling-eyed daughter of Kyle Chrisley, adopted and raised by her grandparents, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Ever since Todd and Julie's incarceration, Savannah Chrisley has stepped in as Chloe's guardian and protector. And from the way Chloe fiercely defended her, it's clear the bond between them runs deeper than blood. The setting, a homegrown defense. It all started on a quiet afternoon at the Chrisley home in Nashville. Savannah had just wrapped up a new episode of her podcast Unlocked, with Chloe bouncing around in the background. The episode had been an emotional one. Savannah spoke candidly about the toll online criticism has taken on her mental health. She remained composed, but her eyes betrayed a hint of exhaustion. When the cameras stopped rolling, Chloe, who had been silently coloring in the corner, put down her crayons, tugged at her sister's sleeve, and whispered, "Can I say something too?" Savannah, taken aback, handed her the mic without hesitation. What followed was raw, pure Chloe. Chloe's message, straight from the heart. Hi, I'm Chloe Chrisley. I'm 9 years old, and Savannah is my big sister now, she began. She makes me pancakes when I'm sad. She brushes my hair before school. She makes sure I have snacks in my backpack. And she always tells me I'm beautiful, even when my teeth are crooked. There was a brief pause, and then Chloe's tone shifted, her little voice trembling just slightly. But some people say mean things about her online. They say she's not a good mom to me, that she's fake, that she doesn't care about her family. But that's all wrong. You don't even know her. You don't see what I see. Savannah's eyes welled with tears. She cried when Mom and Dad went away. I saw her cry when the judge said no again. But she still gets up every morning. She still takes care of me and Grayson. And she still smiles at people, even when she's hurting. Chloe's eyes locked on the camera. So if you're gonna say something mean about my sister, don't. Just don't. Because she's my hero. And you don't mess with heroes. Internet erupts. Chrisley for president. The clip, originally intended to be a private family moment, was shared by Savannah later that night. I wasn't going to post this, she wrote in the caption, but Chloe's heart deserves to be heard. I love you, sweet girl. Thank you for reminding me who I am. Fans and celebrities alike flooded the comments with praise. Chloe just dragged the entire internet with her tiny voice and pink glitter microphone, one fan joked. Give that girl a talk show. She's got more courage and wisdom than half of Congress, another added. Even The View co-host Sunny Hostin shared the clip, tweeting, Chrisley just dropped the mic on all the trolls. That's what standing up for family looks like. Savannah reacts, I didn't know she noticed so much. In an emotional follow-up post, Savannah reflected on the experience. I had no idea Chloe was listening so closely all these months. I try to shield her from the worst of it, but kids know. They feel. And I guess I didn't realize just how much she's been watching, absorbing, and quietly supporting me. She went on to explain that parenting her younger siblings hasn't been easy, especially in the spotlight. I make mistakes. I cry. I question everything. But I always come back to love. And Chloe's words reminded me that love is enough. That I am enough, even when strangers on the internet say otherwise. A family united. Since Todd and Julie's incarceration, the Chrisley family has been in a constant state of recalibration. Grayson, now a teenager, has stayed mostly quiet in public, choosing privacy and focusing on school and sports. Chloe, however, has often been the one to bring moments of levity and joy to the family. But this was different. This was a protective, emotional rally cry. And for Savannah, it was a reminder that she's not alone, even when it feels like the weight of the world is on her shoulders. In her words, I thought I was raising Chloe, but maybe she's been raising me too. The Chrisley way forward. The family continues to fight for Todd and Julie's release through legal appeals, and Savannah has become a steady voice for prison reform and parental rights. Through her platforms, she has opened up about depression, trauma, and healing. But Chloe's message may be the most powerful yet, not just because of its sincerity, but because of who it came from. In a world where haters often shout the loudest, Chloe reminded everyone of a simple truth. Real love whispers, and then roars when it has to. Back off, my sister. In a final clip posted later that week, Chloe was asked what she'd say to the haters face to face. Without missing a beat, she smiled, flipped her curls, and said, Back off, my sister, or I'll get my glitter sword. The room erupted in laughter, but the message was crystal clear. Savannah Chrisley may be under pressure. She may be fighting a battle most people couldn't begin to imagine. But she's not fighting alone.